Hey guys, welcome to Exposed and Fired. Today we're exploring a bunch of viral Karen incidents and the aftermath behind each one. So settle in and enjoy some justice being served.
What the you doing? Next time, just pull over.
Right in the middle of the road?
I don't give a where you pull over at.
I don't know.
Step out the vehicle.
So today's story takes us to Hempstead County in Little Rock, Arkansas, where a sheriff's deputy got captured harassing and roughing up an elderly driver who was suffering from dementia. Before I roll the body cam footage, let me give you some quick context. On July 25, 2025, Deputy Jason Johnson pulled over an 81-year-old man named Olin Lane for speeding. Pretty routine traffic stop, right? But the second Johnson walked up to the car, he came in way too hot and started escalating things immediately.
Deputy Johnson, Hempstead County Sheriff's Office.
Hey,
Next time, just pull over.
right in the middle of the road?
I don't give a where you pull over at. Tell you the truth.
Deputy Jason Johnson stopped 81-year-old Olin Lane in Hempstead County on July 25th for speeding on a county road. The officer decided to give Lane a warning for speeding and a ticket for not wearing a seatbelt.
Just honestly, if I sound aggressive, yes, I'm a little perturbed because you could have pulled over at any time.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
A couple things worth pointing out here. First, Lane looked very cooperative. He pulled over when asked, and you can clearly see him trying to get his license out. So this wasn't about him refusing to comply. Lane was cooperative, but Johnson was clearly on a power trip and showed no consideration for the fact that he was dealing with an elderly man who may have been suffering from a mental disorder like dementia. He even admitted later that he came off way too aggressive for something this minor, but as bad as that already looks, it was just the beginning. While Johnson was writing Lane a ticket for not wearing his seatbelt, Lane suddenly started his car and drove off. That's when Johnson completely lost it.
While the officer was writing out the ticket, you can see him turn on his lights and start driving.
What the you doing? Do not move that vehicle again.
Deputy Johnson approached the vehicle for a second time.
Give me the keys.
What did I do now?
Give me the keys.
What in the world did I do?
Why did you take off from that stop?
I stopped.
Why did you take off from this stop?
Well,
You better give me a good reason right now.
I don't know.
Step out the vehicle.
This time he placed Lane in handcuffs.
Let go of your hand.
He then walked him to the patrol car where he pushed him into the back seat.
Step up in there. Started.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't.
Put your legs in. You done earned your trip to jail.
Deputy Johnson called for backup.
Do you have mental issues? Or you have dementia? I need to know right now.
No.
Then why did you leave this traffic stop right back here?
I guess I just don't know that there's no law.
Apparently not.
Now you could argue Lane should have stayed put instead of driving off and causing this little chase, but you gotta remember, this was an 81-year-old man with memory problems. Maybe he was having some kind of episode. The warning signs were all there, and while sure, Johnson isn't a doctor equipped to make a diagnosis on the spot, that's not really a valid excuse, because in December 2023, Arkansas actually mandated special training for officers to help them recognize when a driver might have dementia. For reference, here are some of the red flags cops are supposed to look out for. The first is erratic driving with slow or poor traffic decisions, which fits perfectly into the situation since the man was speeding and didn't even realize he was driving too fast. Then there's the fact that the driver may use incorrect words, have delusional thoughts, or exhibit poor eye contact. The driver might also have trouble pulling over safely, and you can actually hear Johnson complaining that Lane stopped in the middle of the road. On top of that, Lane looked pretty lost and disoriented. Another clear sign Johnson was way too aggravated to even notice. Some drivers with dementia also exhibit defensive or agitated behavior, or give vague answers that don't match the questions, and in certain situations, their destination or route may not make sense or even exist. Almost all of these warning signs were present during the stop. Lane was speeding without realizing it, pulled over awkwardly in the road, seemed disoriented, exhausted and was giving off clear signs that something wasn't right. Instead of calming things down, Johnson cranked it all the way up. He was yelling at an old man who clearly didn't even understand what was going on. Lane wasn't trying to run from a ticket or cause problems. He just wasn't all there. And when you're the cop in that situation, you cannot let your temper take over. Shoving an elderly guy into the back of a squad car, cussing him out when he's not even fighting back, that's way out of line. Eventually, Johnson arrested Lane and called for backup. Luckily, the other deputies who showed up handled things way better.
When other officers arrived on the scene, they began to question Lane.
I was trying to understand your thinking why you took off. Feel a little bit better?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not made for comfort.
Now I see.
Instead of threatening to throw Lane in jail like Johnson, they actually talked to him. They quickly found out he'd had a stroke 5 years earlier and had memory issues ever since. So they took off the cuffs and called his daughter to come get him. One officer even noticed Lane stumbling around and suggested an ambulance just to be safe.
You seem a little disoriented and stuff. So I'd like for you to at least get checked out. Make sure you're not having a mini stroke or something, okay? Especially if you have a history of having strokes.
Thankfully, after a brief check, the first responders confirmed that he was okay. Lane also didn't end up going to jail, but that didn't stop the officers from citing him for not wearing a seatbelt and fleeing. However, once the story hit the internet and people began demanding accountability from the Hempstead County Sheriff's Office, the department was forced to respond. So, on August 19, Sheriff James Singleton released a statement saying Deputy Johnson was terminated following an internal review of an incident that occurred on July 25, 2025. It was determined that his conduct during a recorded traffic stop involving an 81-year-old male, he, Deputy Johnson, violated multiple departmental policies and ethical standards expected of a sworn law enforcement officer. The type of behavior demonstrated by Deputy Johnson constituted conduct unbecoming of a law enforcement officer and is in direct conflict with the values, integrity, and public trust we strive to uphold within our agency and community. So yeah, justice was served. Johnson's off the force, and with that kind of temper, you think he'd never wear a badge again, or at least that's what everybody thought, because not long after his firing was announced, a LinkedIn account popped up under the same name, claiming he used to work for the Hempstead County Sheriff's Office and now works for the Nevada County Sheriff's Office, also in Arkansas. And honestly, this wouldn't be the first time we've seen something like this. An officer gets fired in one place, then pops back up a few months later, working in another county, or even another state like nothing ever happened. Now, I can't say for sure that this is the same Jason Johnson. This LinkedIn account has since mysteriously disappeared, but the details on it lined up a little too well to just ignore. Anyway, I'll keep an eye on the situation. Turns out he really did just slide into another county's sheriff's office. I'll definitely make an update video. But for now, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Hands above your head.
Don't move.
On the evening of the 16th of September 2022, a 911 caller reported that a woman in a silver pickup had pointed a gun at him during a road rage incident. Officers from the Platteville and Fort Lupton police departments responded. Sergeant Pablo Vasquez conducted the traffic stop and decided the best place to park his patrol SUV was directly on a set of active railroad tracks. Another officer, later identified as Jordan Steinke, arrived to help him. She handcuffed the driver, 20-year-old Yereni Rios Gonzalez, and put her in the back of Vasquez's vehicle, which again was still sitting on the tracks.
Special 346. Show me out with 912.
It's not you. Just look at the 18. Close the 18. And I'm pretty far behind you. The 18.
I'm right behind you, Vasquez. I'm going to your passenger side. Dispatch left in 346, one at gunpoint.
Driver, let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Put your hands out the window. Put your phone down.
Dispatch left in 346. We're giving commands. Her hands are out the window at this time. These bugs. Yep.
Want to go to this side?
Yeah. Vasquez! Hey!
Lift your hands up. Lift your hands up. Okay? Turn around. Turn around. Turn around! Put your hands up higher. I want you to set your phone down at the edge of your truck. You don't need it. You can leave it on. Come on back. Keep coming back. Keep your hands up. Keep coming back. Keep coming back to the sound of my voice. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Keep coming back. Stop right there. Get down on one knee and then the other.
I got cuffs.
Go ahead.
Good? Keep your hands above your head.
Don't move.
What's going on? Why am I being... We'll explain everything in a second.
Can I get
Who
my
else is in
cell
the
phone,
truck?
please? No one else is in the truck, sir. Can I please get my cell phone?
We'll get it for you.
Don't worry
Stand
about
up.
yourself.
Please. Where are you taking me?
We're taking you to the car.
Why? What?
Do you have anything on you that's going to poke me, stick me, hurt me?
No, ma'am, but can I please get my cell phone?
We'll get your cell phone in a second. Is there any weapons in the car?
Ready?
No, ma'am, there's nothing on
There's
there.
no weapons in the car? Okay.
Everybody out in the car, come on.
What's going on? Ma'am, what's going on?
I'll tell you in a second. Take a
I'm
seat.
so confused. Can I get
Take a
my
seat.
cell phone?
I will get your cell phone for you. Take a seat.
I got your right shoulder. I see a car seat. Clear. Okay, let's get the bed. Yeah, you drop it, I'll hold it. I'll come across. Clear. Dispatch looking 348. Vehicle's clear. You can raise the channel.
It took her a long time to pull over.
As the officers started searching the pickup, a northbound freight train began approaching. The train crew did what they were supposed to do, sounding the horn several times as they got closer. Despite the blaring horn and the railroad crossing signs being right next to them, neither officer moved the police car. A third officer on the scene, Ryan, actually noticed the train and shouted for his two colleagues to move, but nobody bothered to get the handcuffed woman out of the vehicle. Seconds later, the train slammed into the patrol SUV at about 45 miles per hour, throwing it into a ditch while Rios was still locked inside the caged back seat. Absolutely insane.
I got a holster right here in the passenger seat.
Okay. It took her a very long time to pull over. I'm going.
Did you see her toss anything?
She could have because it took her a long time to pull over. I'm gonna put my rifle away when I come back in here.
All right.
She could have because when I was behind her, she was driving slow enough,
Yeah.
so she could have tossed something. But I literally
Tossed it out the window?
She could have out that window, but who is that? Hart?
No, that's Tom Track. Oh, oh my God! Oh my God!
Move your car! Stay back!
Patrol car was just hit by a train. Dispatch up to 346. Status medical emergent. The suspect was in the vehicle that was hit by the train.
Watch the fence.
There may still be a firearm in the vehicle. I don't know if you guys have been through it yet. You got it?
I got a holster here. No, we have not gone through.
We weren't sure if she threw it or if it's still hidden in the vehicle somewhere. It took her a long time to pull over, and Platteville said he did not see anything leave the vehicle.
Right now, I just need to find out who she is so we can deal with that aspect of it.
One of the most telling parts of the whole situation happens right after the impact. Instead of immediately prioritizing the life of the person they just left in a death trap, most of the officers went right back to searching her pickup, almost as if they were desperately trying to find something illegal to justify the mess they just made.
Who's awake? Okay. You hear that?
No, I didn't hear that.
There's a round over there in the door.
Okay. That's her. You got a date of birth on there?
That's what I was looking for.
I know you know what you're doing. I was just thinking out loud.
I'll let you look at that. I'll keep looking for the other stuff.
Check the center console.
You what?
Check the center console. You think it's in there?
Well, we need to find her ID, so her ID could be in the console. There's your gun.
The injuries Rio sustained were devastating. Early reports listed 9 broken ribs, a broken arm, a fractured sternum, and a broken leg. Later legal documents added a punctured lung, broken teeth, a fractured tibia, and a traumatic brain injury with amnesia. She ended up bedridden, needing her husband to help her with basic tasks like eating and bathing. Even by 2024, her attorney said she was still coping with lasting physical and emotional effects from the crash. Now, let's talk about the consequences for the people who let this happen. Sergeant Pablo Vasquez claimed he thought he had cleared the tracks, but admitted he was too focused on the road rage call to notice he was parked on a crossing. Well, as it turns out, Vasquez was a known problem. The lawsuit later revealed that a previous employer considered him a significant liability risk, yet the Platteville Police Department hired him anyway. Following the incident, he was fired and charged with multiple counts, including reckless endangerment and obstructing a highway. In December 2023, he pleaded guilty to 1 count of reckless endangerment and received 12 months of unsupervised probation. If he stays out of trouble, the charge gets dismissed and sealed, basically a slap on the wrist. Then there's Jordan Steinke. She was facing more serious charges, including attempted reckless manslaughter and second-degree assault. During her trial in July 2023, her defense was essentially that it was dark and the tracks were flush with the road, so she didn't perceive the hazard. The judge didn't buy the manslaughter charge, but did find her guilty of reckless endangerment and third-degree assault. At her sentencing in September 2023, the judge mentioned he originally wanted to give her jail time. However, because Rios showed compassion and both sides recommended a lighter sentence, she got 30 months of supervised probation and 100 hours of community service instead. Steinke's law enforcement career is over as she was fired and lost her certification. The third officer, Ryan Thumshek, didn't face any criminal charges even though he saw the train and failed to act. He did, however, remain a defendant in the civil lawsuit. As for the train crew, the engineer testified that he didn't even see the police SUV until he was about 150 feet away. He hit the brakes, but you can't exactly stop a freight train on a dime. Rios, the victim, filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against both police departments and the 3 officers. The complaint highlighted that the officers ignored signs, a blaring horn, and the fact that they could have simply called the railroad to stop the trains. In June 2024, the parties reached a settlement. The cities of Fort Lupton and Platteville agreed to pay $8.5 million, which was split evenly between them. The money came entirely from their insurance policy, and none of the officers actually admitted liability. Interestingly, Rios' attorneys noted that they settled because the legal costs were eating into the insurance policy limits. If they had kept fighting in court, there might have been less money left for the victim. As for Rios herself, she had her own legal hurdles. Investigators confirmed that the original road rage report was credible, and she eventually pleaded no contest to misdemeanor menacing. She received a deferred sentence and was ordered to complete 10 hours of community service. This is what happens when poor situational awareness meets a complete disregard for the person in your custody. The officers had every warning sign imaginable, crossing signs, a 25-second horn blast, and a colleague literally shouting at them. Instead, they stayed focused on the truck search while their patrol car sat in the path of a train. By early 2026, the criminal cases were closed and the civil suit was dismissed following the $8.5 million payout. In the end, 2 officers lost their jobs and their careers because they couldn't follow a rule that most children understand. The cities paid out millions for a crash that was entirely preventable if anyone had just looked at the ground beneath their feet. Thanks for watching. If you have any incidents you want me to cover, comment down below.
They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
Picture this. You're 75 years old, a retiree who just spent his day placing flags on the graves of fallen veterans at Fort Logan. You finally settled into your apartment in Idaho Springs, Colorado, a place you consider your personal paradise, and all you want is some sleep to deal with an upset stomach. Suddenly, around 11 p.m. on May 30th, 2021, someone starts hammering on your wall and then your door so hard you think they're coming through it. You look through the peephole, see nothing because the people outside are hiding from view, and grab a decorative bamboo Hawaiian sword to defend yourself from what you assume is a crazy drunken person. You open the door, see 2 people in the dark who haven't identified themselves as police, and within seconds, your life changes forever. This guy, later identified as Officer Nicholas Hanning, and his partner, later identified as Officer Ellie Summers, were responding to a noise complaint. A neighbor who court documents suggested was intoxicated and had a history of false reports claimed this 75-year-old man, Michael Clark, had punched her. Instead of an actual investigation, Hanning decided to go from 0 to Taser in under 30 seconds.
No. Hey, I'm Tim. This is Brittany. That was the neighbor right there that did it. We were the ones that called. Wait. This is Brittany. Okay. She's the one that got hit. I live here. This is my friend Brittany. And then this is my neighbor that hit her. I wasn't even here. I was outside. Okay. She's on the phone to dispatcher.
Okay.
This neighbor right here is what she said. Like I said, I wasn't in here. I literally just saw
banged on the door, or through the wall. Bam, 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 and I'm sleeping. Shut the fuck up! And so I came out and was like, what's going on? He wasn't here. Dog wasn't here.
Okay, then what's
And so I came out and I was like, what's going on? Right to the fucking mouth.
Okay, and which room is he in?
I don't know. Right there, possibly.
Okay, what did he look like?
He is an older man. I honestly don't know. When you get knocked the fuck out, you don't really.
We just moved in here yesterday.
When did this happen?
20 minutes, 15. I called.
Not even.
Yeah, not even. I called
Okay, where did he hit you?
He busted all of my nose, my mouth.
Okay.
All I wanted to do was hey,
what
was disturbing you? And he was like, shut the f up, boom.
Was he white, black?
He's
Hispanic?
white.
Does he have hair?
Yeah,
Bald?
gray hair.
Yeah, gray hair. He's an older guy. He's about this tall. And that guy lives right there in that room, and that's where the wall would have got.
He was bang, bang, bang. That's what woke me up.
We just moved in here yesterday, but I saw him last night. I'm gonna put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
What do you want?
What the fuck? Put that motherfucking
over
shit
there,
down.
Bert.
Put it down, motherfucker!
Put it down!
Put it down! Get out
on
here!
the ground down!
Back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
I hit that
Get on
wall.
the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall.
Put your gun on.
Okay. Cart's unconscious.
Oh, shit.
207 Taser deployed. Already came out with a machete.
The sheer stupidity of these two officers is what stands out. The officers didn't announce they were police until the door was already open. They stood in the shadows and they gave Clark conflicting commands. One told him to get on the ground while the other told him to step into the hall. While Clark was standing there in nothing but his underwear, trying to figure out which order to follow, Hanning fired. Clark fell backward, his head slammed into a cabinet and then the floor. He was tased so hard it caused a stroke, heart complications, and long-term neurological damage. He also eventually required neck surgery. But wait, it gets worse, and by worse, I mean significantly more corrupt. Once Clark was on the floor, Hanning walked 8 feet into Clark's apartment, grabbed the decorative Hawaiian sword Clark had already put down, and placed it in the hallway next to the man. He then claimed Clark came out with a machete, but you know, it's pretty bold and stupid to plant evidence while literally wearing a camera that is recording your every move, but Hanning apparently thought he could get away with it.
Car 204. Did you catch any of our traffic?
Yeah, they just got us Taser deployed.
Okay, we have him in custody. Can you start an ambulance?
All right, let's get him set up.
Go ahead and turn that off.
Yeah, I got it off.
Just keep him in there.
Sir, 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 talk to us. Talk to me. Talk to me. Sir, talk to me. Sir.
Stay with him.
I got him.
He's breathing, he's fine.
Okay, stay on your side. Stay on your side.
Hey,
Stay on your side.
ain't an ambulance coming? Okay. But you're okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. She been, yeah.
You guys okay? Yeah, we're good.
That was fucking wild.
Hi.
Stay on your side. Stay on your side.
There must be a big fucking party.
Okay.
Do you remember anything that happened?
I don't remember. I was laying there. There was
Okay.
a big bang on the wall. And
Hey, Brittany, I understand you're upset, but you need to stop too. Okay?
I found on the wall. I told them to knock it off. And I was doing nothing except laying there sleeping.
Okay.
And
Carl, go talk to her.
Okay.
and they were banging on the wall. I mean, loud.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
And I thought it was them coming after me. These people were, I mean, you know, officer, I was just, these people over there were, they hit my wall so hard I thought they were coming through it. You know that?
What's that?
They hit that wall of mine there. I thought they were coming through it.
Okay, all right. All right, here's, what's your name? What's your first name?
Mike.
Mike? Okay, you're under arrest right now, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney and have him or her present during any questioning. You can, if you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to you by the courts.
What action is going to be taken over there?
Okay, do you understand those rights?
I understand those rights.
Okay, those rights are
But
continuing. You can exercise them at any time.
But officer, I was in there. They hit that wall so hard that I nearly got bounced out of bed. I mean,
Mr. Clark, do you live with anyone?
No.
Okay. What's your date of birth, Mr. Clark?
I'll move. Back
I'm sorry.
Where'd they go? Back or side?
In the frontal area, one at the stomach and then one down at the leg.
Okay.
I'm sorry, give me your date of birth one more time.
5/7/1946.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Clark, is anything bothering you right now?
Things sticking out my stomach.
Okay, let's get you seated up so I can take those out.
What did I do?
What's that?
What did I do?
You punched that girl.
Huh?
Punched that girl and then answered the door with a freaking machete, man.
All right. Oh, no, that is absolutely false.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to stand you up. We're going to sit you on the pram. Since you were out, since you were unconscious, we're going to take you down to the ambulance and evaluate you. Okay?
I did not come after nobody.
Okay. You're dealing with me now. We're going to go down to the ambulance so I can...
I was just in bed.
All right. We're going to stand up on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand up.
I attacked nobody.
We're going to sit on the pram.
I was just laying in bed.
All right. Sit back.
I did nothing.
Sit
Does
back.
this look familiar?
I messed up on top there.
Just sit.
I did not come at anybody.
Sit down.
Swing your legs up. Swing your legs up. Sir, swing your legs up. All right, feet please. Go in the restraints.
Okay. You know, this is really false. I did nothing.
So, Mr. Clark, listen to me now. Okay? We're putting you into restraints until we get down to the ambulance for your safety and for mine. Do you understand that? Mr. Clark, you're going to sit up.
If you look at that apartment and look for weapons.
We don't need, they don't need to look out in the apartment. It was here in the hallway.
How did they get in the hallway? How did they get in the hallway? I didn't bring it out.
Right, left hand.
I did not bring it out.
Okay, bring that hand out too.
I did not bring that out.
You sat up on the wrist. Sit up.
Left arm is good.
All right. He's going to take the other cuff off, and we're going to go downstairs.
As Clark lay there, Summers was busy on the radio reinforcing the machete narrative. For Clark, the physical damage was permanent. He went from a guy who loved gold panning and fishing to someone who requires 24-hour supervision and uses a wheelchair. Now, usually when a city sees its officers tase a compliant senior citizen and then try to frame him, they start writing checks. And Idaho Springs wrote a record breaker. In November 2022, the city agreed to pay Michael Clark $7 million. This was the largest civil rights settlement in Colorado history that didn't involve a death. While Clark's family says the assault took his life away, that $7 million settlement effectively sets his family up for life while funding the high-level medical care he now requires. The city's statement was a classic bit of institutional damage control. They claimed the settlement was reached for economic reasons and to bring closure. Translation, we saw the video, we know we're going to lose, and we'd like people to stop talking about this now. They didn't even admit liability in the agreement, but $7 million of taxpayer money speaks a lot louder than a press release. As for the aggressors, Hanning didn't exactly get the book thrown at him by the courts, but his career is finished. He was fired in July 2021 and lost his post-certification, meaning he can never work as a cop again. He was initially charged with a felony third-degree assault charge on an at-risk adult. But in a move that Clark's family called a slap in the face, prosecutors let him plead guilty to a reduced misdemeanor count. In January 2022, a judge sentenced Hanning to 2 years of probation, 120 days of electronic home monitoring, and 150 hours of community service and anger management counseling. No jail time. During his sentencing, Hanning gave a standard apology. Acknowledging his actions were unlawful, prosecutors defended the leniency by calling the incident a tragic mistake. But Clark's attorneys pointed out that the ordinary citizens would be sitting in a cell for doing half of what Hanning did. Officer Ellie Summers, who stood by while the tasing happened and pointed a gun at an unarmed elderly man, resigned in October 2021. She wasn't criminally charged, though she was named in the $7 million lawsuit. And here's the part that shows this wasn't just a one-time mistake. It turns out that these two had a history. In 2019, Hanning and Summers arrested a deaf man named Brady Mystic. They threw him to the ground and tased him twice because he didn't follow their verbal commands. Commands he couldn't hear. He was even trying to sign no ears to them while they were assaulting him. The Idaho Springs Police Department knew they had officers with a habit of tasing vulnerable people, and they kept them on the street anyway. Michael Clark wanted truth and justice, and while the criminal justice system gave Hanning a pass with probation, the civil system delivered a massive blow. Clark may be in a wheelchair, but he walked away with $7 million, the permanent firing of the officer who attacked him, and the public exposure of a department's attempt to frame a 75-year-old man. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.